2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, DA. Thanks. And tonight, Clark, two veteran clubs facing off. Mentally, we should see very few breakdowns either way.
Yeah, I like the way you put that, Kevin, because you're talking about experience, preparation, and mentality. And those are on display with these teams. They don't beat themselves. That's what you're basically saying. These are teams that you have to beat. So it should be fun to watch this matchup.
The good ones always pride themselves in being prepared in all ways, don't they?
Yeah.
For every game, as many as there are.
No question. And the other thing is when you're a veteran team, you're an experienced team that has some talent, it pains you when you give games away.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Gordon. And it's Capella in at the center position. Favors with a wide-open look. Off target from outside. Gordon finds Tucker. Here is Harden. And the rejection by Favors. And he gets it back. Tucker can't get it to go. Favors inside. Guarded by Tucker. And the rejection by Harden. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Mitchell. Up top, Rubio. 6 to shoot. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Stolen by Tucker.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Another miss by Houston.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Mitchell. A stupendous finish in traffic.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Harden against Mitchell. The pass to Paul. And here's Tucker, covered by Rubio. A nice shot by Tucker.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Now, here's Mitchell. Rubio outside. Six on the shot clock. He kicks to Gobert. Harden grabs the miss.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
For Utah, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Gobert. Rubio finds Gobert, and here's Favors. To the inside. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gordon.
And we know Paul's not the biggest guy in the league, far from it, but that does not stop him from finding ways to score inside.
Now, here's Ingles. Rubio with it. Chris Paul covering Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Houston. Pass to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Love how aggressive Harden is in the pick and roll. Exceptional at shooting and passing after getting the screen.
Rubio left side. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Harden against Mitchell. From 20 feet out. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Here's Favors. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. He shoots again, and Mitchell with the layup. Mitchell's got 6.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
It's Harden with the drive. No coverage that time. Tucker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets. Jazz have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Here is Harden. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Harden surveying the D, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Paul. Up top, Capella, defended by Gobert. 6 to shoot. Here's Tucker. Misses off the right iron. Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Mitchell wide open, and the 3-ball is good. He's got 9.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Harden gets the bucket.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Now here's Gobert, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And the Rockets making a change here. Rivers checked in. So it's the Jazz now. The pass to Favors. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rubio. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Rivers. And he overshot that one, missing. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Favors. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Harden. Inside, here's Tucker. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And a switch here also for Houston. House is checked in. So it's the Rockets now. Stolen by Mitchell. One-on-one fast break. Here's O'Neal. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Mark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy, athletic enough to get things done on the court, was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit, but I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. The Rockets also changing it up. Fareed comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Green in for James Harden. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Passes to Crowder. They need this. 5 to shoot. They get it back. It's good. Korver's got his first basket.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
Free throw no good for Rivers.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
Now, here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Over Rivers. Out of hand on it. Pass to House. To the middle, Tucker. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. And with Crowder, his struggles were part of why Cleveland gave up on him so easily.
And you wonder who the real Jay Crowder is. The one we saw in Cleveland or the one we saw in Boston. My guess is somewhere in the middle. I think his defense should pick back up, and we know that he can be a better scorer than he has shown the last calendar year.
Shumpert is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Here's O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Crowder kicks to Korver. Pass to O'Neal. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Crowder, and that one hits back iron.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Fareed the pass to Rivers. Shumpert up top. Uncovered. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Green against Korver. Green finds Rivers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. And you look at James Harden, Coach Mike D'Antoni, and the Rocket front office. It really does seem like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I think the alignment of the front office and coaching staff really in harmony. And a star in Harden, who's the best in the world at delivering in that system. Chris Paul part of the mix too. That's a pretty good fit, it looks like to me.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Jazz trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
O'Neal against Green. Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered closely. Can they get it? Another miss by O'Neal.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
The Rockets again can't hit. Utah's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And it's Houston on the break. Green, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Cephalosha kicks to O'Neal. Buries it down low.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
The pass to Green. That doesn't go either for Green. Utah trailing here. Pass to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shot from 16. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Houston the other way. And Kenneth Faried, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
That free throw good from Kenneth Faried.
You know, Faried is a highly energetic player who takes good shots. I like to see him improve on his defense moving forward.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive mind, but he gives his players so much confidence. His defensive reputation is not as strong, but with the Rockets last season, they actually were a lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded coach.
Now, here is O'Neal. Fires the three, and he's good on the three ball. O'Neal's got 5 now. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Rivers against Mitchell. Here's Rivers. Over in the corner, Green. From deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great work on the offensive glass. Faried is a load down there. Gotta box this guy out.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Houston on top as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
Kyle Korver is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Cephalosha in at the 4 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. And the second free throw, good. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league. Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there, too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
Here's Shumpert following the bucket by the Jazz. Now here's Rivers. Kicks to House. Back to Rivers. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Fareed, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Kenneth Fareed, always aggressive in attacking the glass. You got to put a body on him or he'll make you pay with offensive rebound.
Pass to Rivers. Over Mitchell. Rivers can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Now, here is O'Neal. Following the miss by Austin Rivers, Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, Fareed in position, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, remarkable athlete is Kenneth Fareed. You throw a pass anywhere near him, and he'll finish it off in style.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Korver. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Houston. Rivers has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, Cephalosha with the steal. To the paint, here's O'Neal. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. O'Neal's got 9 points.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Crowder. Favors comes in for Cephalosha. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Mitchell. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Gordon comes in for Green. James Harden, he's checked in for Shumpert. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Austin Rivers.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets leading by 5. Harden the pass to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Free throw good from Harden. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Gobert finds Korver. That one good for 2.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Capella after Kyle Korver's bucket. Houston moving it around. And the shot goes down. And that's now 7 points for James Harden.
Harden is maddening to defend. I mean, you're right up on him. You've got him bodied up, and it still doesn't do any good.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Pass to Gobert. Favors inside. Guarded by Tucker. Count the basket. Favors has got his first points in this one. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. It's a 5-point game. Over Korver. That one wide left.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Gobert double-teamed. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Ingles passes to Gobert. On the wing, Korver. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Ingles. Guarded by Tucker.
Yeah, a hard-nosed defender. Tucker gets up into your grill and tries to intimidate you.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Rockets leading by 3. Harden with it. He has 7.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Tucker. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Elbow shot is on the way. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist from Capella.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
Rockets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And here's Harden. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his third foul of the game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
And so it's Houston with it, leading by 5. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Korver. Clock at 4. Houston needs to get a shot off. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Now Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Outside for Korver. Over Harden. And that one goes long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Now here's Korver. The pass to Gobert. It's Rubio, top of the key. Shoots. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Rockets leading by 7. And it's Gordon penetrating. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Eric Gordon, the 2017 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. I mean, he has found a home and just been tremendously productive with the Rockets.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
First free throw is good. And Gordon, also the winner of the 2017 three-point shootout. His long-range proficiency a great fit on the Rockets.
You know, he's got that low set shot release, but, man, he gets it off with great volume and one of the more prolific three-point shooters in our league.
He's off on the second.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well. And, you know, P.J. Tucker drafted back in 2006. Wow, that's a dozen years ago already. But, you know, he spent a handful of seasons in Europe early on refining his game. A good move for him. Came back with a three-point shot that's become the foundation of his offensive arsenal.
That's good from Tucker. And P.J. Tucker, a 6'6" player, a combo forward, really versatile.
You know, in some ways that used to be a backhanded compliment, but his combination of strength and quickness and his rebounding ability. I mean, this guy is tenacious at chasing down loose pumpkins and plays defensively either forward position quite strongly. So a lot of value from P.J. Tucker.
Here's Paul after Kyle Korver's bucket. Good on the bucket. Capella's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Rockets.
I love what Capella brings to the game. Tough, physical, strong, relentless. Got to respect what he does on these contact finishes.
Now, here's Ingles. Shoots. Here's Favors. No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's the teardrop. Here's Favors. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy.
Korver with the defensive effort.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Ingles.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
The three from Harden. No good there. Korver with the defensive effort. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Here's Gobert. Good work defensively by Capella. Houston leading by 7. Down low. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Tucker. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
And the Jazz call time here.
Well, at the start of the summer, many expected a busy market for Capella in free agency. Eventually, though, signing a 4-year deal to remain with the Rockets. I feel like it's a great deal for Houston as Capella gives them the perfect inside presence to complement Harden and Paul.
A different look for Utah. Jay Crowder's checked in for Favors. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Mitchell in for Kyle Korver. Now, here is O'Neal. 9 points in the game so far. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on James Harden. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And he makes the first. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
Now here's Paul. Passes it to Harden. Here's Tucker. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got 6.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Mitchell against Harden. And Tucker has it in the corner. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 16 points for him.
Well, I tell you what, I like the clip he's shooting at. Extremely effective. If you're on defense now, you got to get the ball out of his hands.
Rubio finds Crowder. Now Gobert, guarded by Harden. Gobert, the pass to Rubio. It's good. Rubio's got his first 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. He kicks to Capella. Again, the Rockets score.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Here's Rubio. Pass to Gobert. Tipped away. He dishes it to Mitchell. And the rejection by Harden. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Capella, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
That's exactly what they should do. I mean, you don't want to give the opponent another possession here. Make sure you get the last one.
So it's the Rockets now. Harden against Mitchell. Harden outside. And so it's the Houston Rockets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team. Those turnovers down, that's the big factor.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
We welcome you back now to Salt Lake City with a breathtaking view of the layout of this beautiful town. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. So on the floor for Houston, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Gordon is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Capella in at the center. Here's Gordon. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Eric Gordon. And Eric Gordon, Clark, such a terrific tag team partner for Paul and Harden on the perimeter.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, he provides spacing with the deep range he has. Very efficient shot, not much wasted motion. He can attack closeouts off the dribble, and he gets to that basket and finishes aggressively. His strength very much at work when he does his damage.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, D.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Here's Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets leading by 11. Favors brings the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. Kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. The rebound by Harden.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
It's stolen by Ingles. Pass to Rubio. Tries from 10. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Gobert.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
Harden finds Paul. Capella with it. Houston moving the ball around. Gordon the pass to Tucker. Count that one. Tucker's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
Yeah, that's another score for Tucker. He's made a major contribution tonight, producing above his norm.
Harden against Mitchell. Back to Gobert. There's the pass to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Rubio. Following the basket by Chris Paul. And the Jazz call time here. And Greg, another free agent this past summer was Chris Paul. Many unsure of what his plans might be, but he made them very clear in a hurry.
Paul signing very early in free agency with the Rockets. Huge 4-year deal worth $160 million. Rockets are in win now mode and were willing to commit the money to Paul to give them a shot at winning a title in the next few seasons.
Mitchell outside. Here's Ingles. Shot clock at 6. Rubio in the corner. Over Paul. No good off the back of the rim.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Rubio against Paul. Back to Ingles. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. Rockets leading by 13. Gordon outside. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 rebounds tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And the basket by Ingles. The Rockets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Paul against Rubio. Shot from 12. A rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Shoots a fader. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Favors has got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz. Rubio against Paul. Kicks it out to Harden. Harden draws the double, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Utah. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Korver in for Ricky Rubio. On defense, Utah. Another miss by Houston.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And Utah again with the bucket.
A smart, decisive pass inside there. He really made it easy for his teammate.
Harden kicks to Paul. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell, and he drops it in from the low post. And now just a 5-point Rocket lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards, I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He'd never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo Pete, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
And, you know, the beard continues to impress, continues to get better, and MVP candidate seemingly every season. Now, I've got a question, though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Now, here is Sefolosha. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. House the pass to Paul. Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. Shot from the inbound. And the rejection by Favors. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Here's Capella. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. House kicks to Rivers. Capella trying to free himself up. The offensive rebound and the dunk by Capella.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
Mitchell passes to Crowder. Cephalosha with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. And Houston the other way now. Oh, Fareed in position, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Shumpert is checked in for Clint Capella. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 18. Passes it to Cephalosha. Crowder kicks to Favors. To the left wing. It's stolen by Green, and now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
You know, they've also been very good from the free throw line. I mean, that's been a very important part of what they've done today.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Both free throws good from Green. Jazz trail by 11. Utah calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Stolen by Fareed. 3-on-3. Takes a 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Fareed. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Now, here's Mitchell. 18 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. To halt the run, it's rebounded by Houston. House has got 4 rebounds in this game. Green taking his time here. He kicks to Rivers. Back to Green. From outside, off the mark.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by Utah. Pass to Rivers. Drains the three-pointer. Rivers has got 8 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Jazz passing it around. Here's Favors. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
And he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Rivers. Rejected by Crowder. Here's Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
No good on the free throw. Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And he's good on the second. Here's Rivers. 8 points for him. There's the dish to Capella. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. 12 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's O'Neal. It's rebounded by Houston.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Count that bucket. Green's got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here is Cephalosha. Back to O'Neal. Nailed from three-point land.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Rivers. 1:03 left in the third. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. On defense, Houston. It's a 13-point game. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And there's Green on the assist by Rivers. Green's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Mitchell against Rivers. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Kenneth Faried grabs the board. Rockets leading by 15. Here is House. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Mitchell against Green. It's Rivers on the wing. And here's Crowder. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 15. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight. That's all it is. That's all it is. Way to get on the floor. Way to go, guys.
Well, you can see, Greg, he sees the fighting spirit in his team right now.
Yeah, they're playing with energy and purpose. Coach sounds very pleased.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz, Crowder is the 4 and Gobert is the 5. Ricky Rubio is out there with O'Neal, and it's Ingles in at the 3. Houston leading by 13. Rivers finds Gordon. Back to Rivers. Shoots over Rubio. Got a piece of it. Here's O'Neal. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
House, the pass to Rivers. Dishes to House. Count it. Good.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Here's Crowder following the score by Houston. O'Neal kicks to Rubio. Back to O'Neal. And here's Ingles outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Rivers against Rubio. Right side, Gordon. A shot off that time. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Utah. Jazz trail by 10. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Crowder dishes to Rubio. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Tucker. And he overshot that one, missing. Rockets leading by 10. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Tucker can't get it to go. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And, you know, that's good offense there. These are the shots you want to get all the time.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Now Paul. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Korver against Harden. Korver kicks to Crowder. And the Jazz, another three.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact break in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder. Rejected by Crowder, and he's able to get it back. And they get it back, and the basket is good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Gobert drops them both. Here is Harden. Paul outside, kicks it to Capella. Tucker finds Harden. Harden draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Mitchell against Harden. The pass to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Harden. 6 to shoot. Crowder. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Crowder's got 10 points here in the second half.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break to tie it up. And Utah again with the bucket.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient. And he is playing to his strengths.
Paul for 3. Rebound, Utah.
That's unacceptable shot selection there, Kevin. I mean, why on earth did he think that was a good look?
Offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Rubio the pass to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell dishes to Gobert to take the lead. And that one is off. So Houston will take it the other way. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Capella kicks to Gordon. Rubio against Paul. Gordon deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Harden. Bangs home the trifecta.
And, you know, even if you contest the shot, there's no guarantee you're stopping Harden. I mean, he's locked in on scoring, and he's one of the very best in the league.
Now, here's Mitchell. Now, here's Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Over Harden. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Gordon kicks to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And here is Ingles. James Harden getting it to go from deep. They get it again, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rubio finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Favors. Out to the wing. Rubio against Paul. Clock at 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Passes it to Gobert. Now Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Ring shot on the way.
Like the scrappiness of Gordon on defense there. I mean, a solid defender who stays right with his man.
On the wing, Harden. Gordon, the pass to Tucker. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Paul. Lots of room. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Oh, fruitful possession. Just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like seeing them put together these types of plays.
The Jazz with another miss.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Down low, Capella. Rebounded by the Jazz. Outside Favors. High post, Gobert. Rubio finds Gobert. Now, here's Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Here's Favors. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Rockets leading by 9. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Utah calls timeout.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Mitchell with it. Chris Paul covering. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Capella grew up in Switzerland playing soccer. A striker. Part of why he's so quick on his feet.
I mean, reminiscent of another soccer-playing center in Rockets history, the great Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Capella, you know, he's a long way from that, but anchoring a 60-win team at age 23, that's one heck of a start.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love it.
On the wing, Ingles. He dishes it to Favors. And the rejection by Harden. Gordon kicks to Paul. Harden outside. Left side, Gordon. Pass to Harden. Over Mitchell. Harden, no good. Jazz trail by 14. And here's Ingles outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
1:19 left in the fourth. Harden against Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. Offensive rebound. Harden against Mitchell. Goes back up. Harden's shot is off.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Houston Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner, but unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Derek Favors with the rebound. And it's Utah's ball. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. There's the dish to Rubio. Paul with the defensive effort. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.